All right, so this is the first note for, or first point from the notes from Pastor Keith. So I'm going to highlight it, I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to come here. If you're using a box that was previously used, you'll just double left click, I'll highlight any context on it. You're going to right click one time, you're going to get this drop down. And you want to use paste and match style. This is very important. If you use paste, you get very tiny text and it does not look right. Paste and match style will do that. It'll look nice. If you do not, I'm going to show you what it looks like if you do not paste. You can't even see it. It's in black. That's the other thing, because that's the default text for ProPresenter. So always remember to paste and match style. And this also is the approved style for the series right now. This is the style text that we are using for the series. That's the other reason why it's important. The template will have that in it automatically. You just have to make sure that when you're pasting something and you match the style.
Cool.
All right. So next item, a good example is we have a Bible verse that we need to make an element for. So let's see. Oh yeah, this pillar is okay. So this is another one that the matting's gone on it. So I'm going to snag one from a previous service. So we use this. Right click, copy. Come here, paste. Go ahead and this one out of the way.
Yeah, so that's pretty easy. You just went back to the previous sermon and stole the slide, or didn't steal it, but you copied it and just pasted it.
Absolutely.
Yep. And now you just go into the text boxes and add them.
And you see somebody here on this one. There's some black text down there. It looks like somebody messed up there.
Yeah.
All right. So Matthew 13:11 NIV. He's got it in here with the text already in here, so this is nice. So you've got two options. You can copy, paste right out of the notes. This is also very handy when he paraphrases multiple Bible verses. There may be a case where it might be Matthew 13, 8, 11, 12, and 15, for example. I'm just making something up. And it's been a paraphrased paragraph, so it may not be the entire verse of all those parts of that Bible verse. So this is where copying sometimes can come in handy. So an example of this, I'm going to highlight this, copy, come back here, paste and match style. I'm going to do it here with the Bible verse. Now the one thing is get rid of the parentheses. You don't need the quotations in there. Paste and match style, and there you go. That's one way to do it. Well, actually, one's missing. I'm sorry. Yep, you're right. There we go. Yeah. Well, there was more than one in there.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyways, that's one way to do it. Or if you've just been given a Bible verse without the actual verse itself. So let's say I've been given Matthew 13:11 NIV, but say it's just a side note somewhere in the text, but no actual Bible verse itself. This does happen sometimes, especially with guest speakers. That'll come up a lot. So we have a button called Bibles. Black button here. Looks like a little Bible with a cross on it. I'm going to click on it. And you'll notice it's already on New King James Version. This will drop down here. Has a couple different versions of the Bible. These are our standard ones. This is what the church uses the most of. So let's see. Do we have the NIV? Okay, so we don't have the NIV in particular, but what's... Oh, wait. Okay, I'm sorry. There it is, right above. So look for the NIV. We're looking for Matthew 13:11. So you see here it was somebody was close to Matthew. So let's see, Matthew 13:11. And enter. There we go. So this will be the particular Bible verse. Now, if I'm looking for, say, Matthew 13:9 through 11, I go 9-11. And now I have 13:9 through 11. This will usually come up like this with a lot of what we do with Pastor Keith or any of our speakers here. Good example is we have Malachi 3:10 through 11 in the New King James Version. So this will be another good example of one. New King James Version. I'm looking for this particular one, so I can copy from the notes. Oops. And again. And there we go. So now there is another way to look for these Bible verses, but I would say it's the hard way, unless you are looking for something particular.
How do you get the Bible verse over to the other?
This is a very neat part about this program. So drag and drop. Second here. Again, blue line. Save this one. It's moved over. I'm sorry, it's in the way there, but there it is. And you can see it's missing the back screen element right now, and that would come from Control V. We close this real quick, and you can actually drag and drop that right on there.
Wow.
And boom, there you go. Now you have the Bible verse and the lower third for that particular series, like that.
And pretty much you just do that to the whole message.
Absolutely. You just have to manually just drag and drop the but it's significantly easier than how we used to do it.
Great.
This is the standard that we were doing for.
Okay, so I think that's all. I think that's